data Hello students, we are back here to continue with the lesson statistics where we stopped yesterday. Good afternoon, Saundarya. So without synopsis, without formulas, you won't understand the question. And without questions, you won't understand the formula. So both you have to learn simultaneously without getting bored. So yesterday we did up to mean deviation. Today we will go to standard deviation. What is this standard deviation? Standard deviation is denoted by sigma. And it is the square root of arithmetic mean of the squares of deviation of the terms from their arithmetic mean. What is that? This is standard deviation, square root of the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, that's why we are dividing by total number of observations n. Good afternoon, Kumar. So because I said arithmetic mean, I'm dividing by n, total number of observations. And then I have to add up in the numerator sigma. Adding what? What do I have to add? Squares of deviation. Square of. You are taking square of. Deviation means distance. Distance you will find by subtracting. Distance of the terms. The terms are x from their arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean is x bar. This is the meaning of it. So this is the formula for sigma. When the data is very simple, just a list is given. Or in short, the deviation can be written as x minus x bar. Deviation of each term from the arithmetic mean. You can write it as sigma d square. This is d n square. Sigma d square by n square. But suppose if you have a frequency distribution, then what you will do, sigma square root of this. This is one type of sigma. This is another type of sigma. Both are sigmas. This sigma is standard deviation. This sigma is for addition. So standard deviation is square root of f. You have to multiply with deviation square by sigma f, which you can write like this also. But when you have classes in the data, then also you can use the same formula. But here in this, x is directly observation, whereas here x is class mark. That is the difference. There is another formula. Which is written down. Yes, this is another formula. Down it is written. When the numbers are very big, you will use this formula. Square root of sigma FD square by sigma F same minus sigma FD by sigma F whole square. There is another shortcut method to find standard deviation. This is only the shortcut method to find standard deviation. But here D is X minus A dash and A dash is the assumed mean. Center, somewhere in the center, you will consider the assumed mean. So one question we will do on this standard deviation so that we won't get bored. But remember one thing, if you know standard deviation, you can find variance. Variance is the square of standard deviation. Variance is sigma square. Okay. Now let me give one formula based on this. One question, one problem. Let us see how many of you will do. How many will do first? Still no one got the answer? Okay, two of you got the answer. Some are saying B, some are saying C or D. Why there is confusion? First thing I told you, variance is square of standard deviation. Variance is 121. It is the square of standard deviation. So standard deviation will be square root of 121. That is 11. Option B is the answer. Yes, Vidya, now you told the answer. But you have to tell before me. Now, next two concepts we are going to learn is I'm going to paste. Kumar, now you got the answer. But before me, you have to tell me the answer. Okay, next one I'm pasting on the board. Geometric mean. When you have many observations, x1, x2, xn, total n observations are there. geometric mean will be nth root of, multiply all, nth root of, what you have to multiply? X1 into X2 into X3, all the observations you have to multiply. Or another way of finding geometric mean is taking anti-logarithm of log of x1 plus log of x2 up to log of xn by n. By n is also. For frequency distribution, geometric mean will be x1 power f1 into x2 power f2 into xn power f10 whole power 1 by n. But what is n? It is the sum of frequencies. Or another formula for geometric mean is anti-log of 1 by n into n means sigma f5, sigma of the frequencies. F1 log x1 plus f2 log x2 plus fn log x till then. Okay. Next, harmonic mean. The harmonic mean of n items, x1, x2 up to xn. Harmonic mean is total number of observations n divided by 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 up to 1 by xn. Or in short, n by sigma 1 by xi's, all xi's. I is from 1 to n. Suppose if frequency is given, what will be the harmonic when in the table you know the frequency? This one. Add all the frequencies by, add all f1 by x1, f2 by x2 up to fn by x. That means sigma of frequencies f5 and sigma of f5 by xi. I is from 1 to 2. So these are the two formulas for geometric mean and harmonic mean. There is a relation between geometric mean, arithmetic mean, and harmonic mean. What is that? What is the relation? Geometric mean square is arithmetic mean into harmonic. This is also very, very important for you. Now I'll give you one question. Try this. Let us see who will do first. Here is the question. Samar, you want explanation again? Okay, I will explain. Let everyone do this problem first. So Lohit is saying 20 is the answer. Kumar also said the same. Let us do. I gave you the formula here. Geometric mean. So we don't know geometric mean square. Arithmetic mean is 25 into harmonic mean is 60. So geometric mean will be square root of 25 into 60. Square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 16 is 4. So 20 is the geometric mean. Now, because Samarth has asked again, let me explain this. Suppose if you have only list of observations like this listed, then geometric mean you will get by taking nth root of x1 into x2 into x3, multiply all the observations. You will get the geometric mean. Or another formula is you have to take anti-log of x1 plus log of x2 plus log of x3 plus etc. like that, log of xn, add all and divide by n. This is another. But both are for raw data, just a list. But suppose if you have frequency, that means you will have observations x1, x2, x3 column up to xn. And then you have frequency column f1, f2, f3 up to fn. So what you will do is you will make a column x1 power f1. This x1 power f1. x2 power f2. x3 power f3. Like that, xn power fn. And you will multiply all these. And then add up all the frequencies, f5, all the frequencies. So what you will do? You will take first multiplication. x1 power f1, x2 power f2, x3 power f3, multiply up to xn power f. Then take nth root or whole power 1 by n. What is this 1 by n? N is nothing but sigma fi. In place of n, you have to write the sum of the frequencies. That is the formula for frequency distribution. Okay, coming to harmonic mean. Suppose there is just a list of numbers. I have a list of numbers x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Then total n observations are there. N observations total. So harmonic mean will be this total number of observations by add 1 by x1, 1 by x2, 1 by x3 up to 1 by xn till here. This is what the harmonic mean is. But suppose if you have frequency distribution table, frequency is also given. Like you have class mark, not observations, class mark, x1, x2, x3 up to xn. This last one is xn, up to xn. And frequency is given f1, f2, f3 up to fn. Then you have to make one column, F1 by X1, this by this, F2 by X2, F3 by X3, Fn by Xn. Now, the formula for harmonic mean is, you will add up all these sigma Fi by Xi. Take sigma, first what you have to take? The sum of all these frequencies, sigma Fi. Numerator will be sigma Fi. Denominator will be sigma Fi by Xi. This you have to take and find harmonic. And then I gave you the formula. Geometric mean square is arithmetic mean into harmonic. This formula is very important. Okay, let's go to next sum. For next sum, you have to learn some more things. That is why I stopped there for a while. Some more new formulas you have to learn. I'm putting the formulas. Here. Correlation. What is correlation? If two things are changing, if there are two variables, there are two things like X and Y are, X is changing, Y also is changing. Then how much they are dependent on each other? What is the degree of dependence of X on Y and Y on X? That is correlation. How much X depends on Y, how much Y depends on X. So perfect correlation. What is perfect correlation? If the two things which are changing, they are changing in such a way that their ratio is always constant. That means if X is changing, Y is changing, their ratio is always something like 3:5, constant. Then that correlation is called perfect correlation. The next is positive or direct correlation. If you increase or decrease one variable, then the other also will increase or decrease. Then the correlation is negative correlation. It is not negative, it is by mistake written. It is positive correlation. There is a typing error. Let me tell you, if you increase X, Y also should increase. If you decrease X, Y also should decrease. Then that relation is called positive or direct correlation. But if it occurs in the opposite way, if you increase X and then Y decrease, or if you decrease X, Y increase, opposite, then that relation is called negative correlation or indirect correlation. The next one. Here. Covariance. If X and Y's are changing, Xi, Yi, I is from 1 to n. There are two variables in a distribution. There are two lists. There are two observations, X1, X2 up to Xn, and Y1, Y2 up to Yn. Then the covariance X comma Y is given as 1 by n into sigma xi minus x bar times into yi minus y bar. I is from 1 to n. Or there is another formula for covariance of x and y. 1 by n into sigma xi yi minus 1 by n into sigma xi into 1 by n into sigma y. Any of the two formulas you can use. Okay, we will go to new page. One more formula. After that, we will go to questions again. Whenever you get bored with formulas, we will do one question. Whenever you get bored with questions, you have to end the class and go. Next is coefficient of correlation. What is the coefficient of correlation? Correlation coefficient, that is Rx comma y, between two variables which are changing x and y, is given as R of xy is covariance of x and y by square root of variance of x into variance of y, or covariance of x comma y and sigma x sigma y. That is coefficient of correlation. So coefficient of correlation, you can write R of x comma y. It is covariance of x comma y by square root of variance of x into variance of y. Or you can write it as covariance of x comma y by sigma x sigma y. Anything will do, because square root of variance will give you standard deviation. That's right. The other formula is sigma difference between xi and x bar mean into difference between y and y bar mean. Mean is y bar. By square root of sigma xi minus x bar whole square into square root of yi minus y bar. Or this formula is also given. Covariance of x comma y, what we have learned just now, covariance formula. From that, we are taking covariance formula. Here I said covariance of x comma y, covariance of x comma y. What is covariance of x comma y? The numerator. Okay. Let's do one question based on this. You will understand better. Here. Let us see how many will do. Got one person answer. Vidya said A. Yes, here itself you can see R will be always between -1 and 1. Kumar, not D. Here in this formula you see on the top, just above the question, R, the coefficient of correlation, always will be between -1 and 1. That means absolute value of R will be less than or equal to. Okay. Already I told the answer. I'll give you the next question. Try this one. Two of you gave the answer. 3. Kumar is saying A or C. Vidya is saying first one. Both are not correct. Coefficient of variation. This is coefficient of variation. You can calculate by this formula. Standard deviation by mean. That will give you coefficient, not covariance. It is coefficient of variation. It is a different. B is correct. As Kumar said. Okay, I'll put the next question. 700. Here. So some of you got the answer for question number 7. Some are saying B, 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 some are saying C, 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 C. Kumar said B, Lokit said C, Vidya said B, Samat said B. Many are saying B. Some are saying C. But C is the answer. C is the correct answer. How? First, you have to arrange in increasing or decreasing order. So I will arrange in increasing order. 36, 42, 45. 36, 42, 45, 46. There are 246. But I have to write both the 46. 49, 51, 53. Same, again in increasing order only. 60 and 72. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. These two are middle terms, whose average we have to take. 46 plus 49 by 2. That is 95 by 2. That is 47.5. That is the mean. This is how you will understand what I told you yesterday. Whatever formulas I told you yesterday, now we are doing problems on it. Okay, next question. Try this. Many are not participating, only few are giving the answers. Like Samarth, Lohit, Vidya, Kumar. Only these are giving the answers. Not all. Already Lohit got the answer. Lohit is saying 9. Remaining, don't copy Lohit's answer because sometimes Lohit can be wrong. So don't copy, do it on your own. Who gave the answer first? Kumar is saying answer is C. Let me tell you, correct answer is A. Lohit is correct this time. How will you find the mean? You will add 6 plus 7 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 8 plus 12. And you will divide by how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will divide by 8. This is how you will find the mean. So this is 72 divided by 8, which is 9. Okay. I'll give you next question. Here, try this. Oh, already many got the answer. Some are saying CC, 25, CC. So everyone said answer C. Then that only must be correct. Yes, C is the correct answer. How? Variance is the square of standard deviation. Correct. Variance is 625 equal to sigma square. Sigma is square root of 625, which is 25. So option C is correct. Okay, next one, try this. Many got the answer. But some are saying B, some are saying C. Oh, Kumar said A. Let us see what is the answer we are going to get. C is the correct answer. How? Mean of first n natural numbers. What are the first 10 natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, up to n. How will you find the mean? You will add all these natural numbers up to n and divide by n because total n natural numbers are there. But they already gave you the mean 5n by 9. And you know the formula for what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to n. N into n plus 1 by 2. And already this n is down. So you can take 10n square equal to 9n square plus 9. I will do stepwise. 10n square equal to 9n into n plus 1. 10n square equal to 9n square plus 9n. 10 minus 9. N square minus 9n equal to 0. N common. N minus 9 equal to 0. N will be 0 or n equal to 9. They're asking you for n equal to 9 and we got option C. So those who said option C, they are only correct. Now we will go to little bit more difficult questions. Slowly the level will increase. Here is the question. So think over and do. In hurry, you must not get wrong answer. This is the question. This is second level question. It will take some time, not that easy. Those who cannot, you can see. Sum of 10 items. N, total 10. Sum is 12. Sigma xi. All observations if you add 12. Lohit got 3/5. Let us see what we will get. 3/5 is correct, Lohit. Sum of their squares is 18. Sigma xi square is 18. They are asking you standard deviation. So first we will find variance. After that, finding standard deviation will be easy. So what is the formula for variance? Sigma xi square by n. Formula also I am writing. If you write, you will memorize it. You will by heart it easily. Minus sigma x by or xi by n whole square. That is variance. So 18 by 10 minus 12 by 10 whole square. This is what we have. So 2 9s, 2 5s, 2 6, 2 5s. 9 by 5 minus 36 by 25. If you take common denominator, you will have 45 minus 36 by 25. And what is 45 minus 36? 9 by 20. This is variance, which is sigma square. So standard deviation sigma will be square root of 9 by 25. That is 3/5. Yeah, Nuhu got the answer. Kumar and Nandu also got it. Good. Like that, you have to try slowly. Nandu and Nuhu. Then only you will get it. Okay, next question. Try this one. Is it that difficult? Okay. Let me start. Else, if I can help. Kumar got B, Nuhu A, Lohit B. The correct answer is B. Okay. The algebraic sum of deviation of 20 observations. So N is 20. Deviation of 20 observations measured from 30 is 2. So what is given? If you take sigma, the deviation difference between each observation and 30, it is 2. That is what is said. And you know, I is from 1 to 20 because total 20 observations. So what will happen here? You can take sigma xi separately and you can take sigma 30 separately equal to 2. Sigma xi only is the thing which you have to find out, which you don't know. This will be 30 into 20 equal to 2. So sigma xi, which we don't know, that will be 600 plus 2, 602. But they're asking us to find the mean. What is the formula for mean x bar? You will add all the xi's and you divide by n. Adding all xi's, we got 602. And n, the number of observations, we got 20. So 602, you are dividing by 20. If you have calculator, or you can do like this, 20 into 30, 600, 2 is there, 0.0 and 1. So mean is 30.1, which I said it is correct. Option B is correct. Like that, I will give you some more questions on the board. You can try them. Use the different formulas and try. I am putting it on the board. You can take picture or you can look at it later. Later it will be visible anyhow. You need not take picture also, it is visible. In the videos, it will be visible. Keep the formulas in front of you and try. Then only you can practice the formulas. Many homework questions I'm giving. 14th did not come. I will lift this a little bit up. Yeah. So we will end the class. See you tomorrow.